Candiace Dillard Bassett is making it clear that she has no desire to return to the Real Housewives of Potomac, at least not anytime soon. I remember seeing an interview or reading an article a few months back where Candiace was like, it's not a no, but it's definitely a not right now. But she also just recently said on the Undomesticated podcast that fans have been begging her now more than ever to come back to the show. I have to imagine it's because people aren't loving Ashley Darby that much this season. I don't know if she ever really was a major Potomac fan favorite, but especially this season, she has had a major hard-on for Stacey Rush. And I feel like historically speaking, Candiace Dillard was one of the few people on the cast that had no problem going toe-to-toe with Ashley. Dare I say Candiace was a little bit ahead of her time. I also think Candiace fell victim to the whole your message getting lost in the mess. Oftentimes I feel like she was right, but because the way that she went about communicating her point always shaded what Ashley was actually doing. And I think Ashley knew that. She knew that any reaction that Candiace would give her would be bigger than the thing that she did. In my opinion, she was constantly poking the bear, which would be Candiace, because she knew Candiace, in my opinion, couldn't regulate her emotions that well. I also feel like in the OG New Jersey days, that's the same thing with Teresa. I knew Teresa would fly off the handle. So when you know that about somebody, you can very much so antagonize a situation because you know they're going to take the bait every single time. And Candiace took Ashley's bait every single time. I don't know if people would love Candiace now because they didn't love her when she was on, but I feel like her reception would have been a little bit different had she been on this season. And I'm curious to know what that dynamic would have been too. Would she have teamed up with Stacey? Wendy is very close with Giselle right now. Candiace and Giselle never really vibed either. So who knows what the cast dynamic would be if Candiace was on the show. If your team Candiace stay off Potomac, you're in the clear because she said on the podcast that she has absolutely no desire to return right now. She's never thinking about it. She's not having conversations about it. What she is excited about is The Traitors, which I'm so excited too. That premieres next week, January 8th, and Candiace is going to be on with Portia, Dorinda Medley, to name a few. I want to see mommy Candiace. I want to see Candiace on the show with her little baby boy Jet. I don't know if she would put him on screen because she doesn't show his face on social media, but I feel like Candiace has really evolved, and I feel like she deserves to show that side of her. Or maybe she doesn't even care to. Do you think Candiace being on the show this season would have made the season better, or do you think it would have made it worse? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.